Hello, everybody. What is up? Happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday. So hopefully y'all are excited. We are picking the winner today from my last live, and I got to get some gloves, but this is for the Varnell giveaway live. The box is already packed. I'm not going to show you what else is in there. We're going to keep that a secret. Grabbing some gloves. All right, so guess we're just gonna wait for some people to come in. I don't know. We have a couple people. Thanks to everyone who went out. All right, the cat. Here's my kitty. Yeah. Hi, kitty. Gotta go outside now. All right, so, and we're gonna figure out some nails to do for our Freestyle Friday. And hopefully this thing's working. Hopefully my mic's working. I couldn't tell you if it is or not, to be honest. So I've already got it packed up, but this is what it looks like. See? She's already packed up. I'll give you a little sneak peek, but that's about it, okay? That's it. That's all you get. That is the full box for the giveaway. All right. And I don't know if anybody is coming in here for this or what, but shout out to the person that's in here. All right, so that is the giveaway box from the last live. Now, there was only a few people that actually, there was other people that entered, but they didn't follow the rules. Hi, Roller Girl. There was other people that was in there, but they didn't follow the rules. So therefore, you don't follow the rules and do what I said in the live. You don't get to be entered into the live. So, with that being said, we did have 7. However, this person didn't have a public profile. So therefore, you can't be entered. So we have Glam Dragon, and she got 2 because she hyped, so she got a bonus. And then we also have Lori. We have Nails by T Kemp. We have Shirley Tim 992, and then we have Nana Ange, and we have Lollipop 706. So those are the actual ones that went out, did everything, listened, and, you know, did the thing for this box. So typically there's usually more people in here by now, but that is, so you needed to be 18 years or older, public subscriber. You had to answer the question with the emojis, and then for a bonus, if you hyped a live, you got an extra entry. So I don't do it online with a one of those wheels, but this is for the Varnell giveaway that went on in my last live stream. So these are the people. So I have this little jar, and it's cute. It says life is too short to wear boring nails, and I got this at the Dollar General. So this is what we're going to be putting our little names in, because I do it old school, guys. I do it old school. And then after we pick the winner, then we'll do some nails. We'll probably do some acrylic nails and go from there. So yeah, come hang out with me. It's Freestyle Friday, so we're doing whatever. Freestyle means you just create whatever. And that it is what it is, you know what I mean? So I'm going to cut these up, fold them up, put them in the thing, so that way you guys can watch me do it live. And next time, I'll be doing a bigger giveaway here once we hit 10K. when we hit 10K, I'm going to be doing a couple different giveaways because I feel like that's only fair. And then, yeah, I'm just excited to be able to give back to my subscribers, you know. Somebody needs to tell me if you can hear me or not. And like I said before, Glam Dragon has 2 entries because she hyped the live. She's the only one that hyped the live, so she got another entry. There they are. I'm going to fold these babies up. And I'm leaving them all the same, so there's no, like... And we're going to fold them like so. Boop. But yeah, I don't know if people just aren't getting the live or what, but... If you're in here, dude, at least chat in the chat, bro. Somebody with Glam Dragon. Yeah, I don't do the spinny wheel. I know it's nice and colorful, but I feel like I don't know. I just don't feel like putting my phone in front of the other phone and my computer and blah, blah, blah. So it's just easier doing it this way. But yeah, hopefully everybody's day is going great. I don't exactly know what we're going to create today. Trying to figure out what I'm going to create. I figured I'd leave it up to you guys to want to create. I do nails here. My name's Sugar, so if you're new, stick around. Freestyle Friday. We do a little bit of everything over here, so. How many of you guys do nails? Anybody? Anybody do nails? Is there anybody in this bitch? Alright. There they are. They're all in there, everybody. Alright, so that is in there. I am going to... Well, since nobody's going to chat in the thing, at least let me know if you can hear me. Alright, hold on. I'm going to share this out. I got a shirt. Alright, y'all. Hey, Shirley. How are you, babe? Oh, you can hear you? Or me? Did you get the actual notification? This is super weird. Nice. Thank you. I appreciate it very much. All right. So I don't know if you saw it or not, but all the names are in here. They are in here. And then this is the box. So the box is all Varnail. Every bit of Varnail because, you know, I get so much Varnail. So it's only fair. This is what it looks like on the inside. And then sneak peek. That's all you get. But that's all you get to see anyway. And of course, I'll personalize the note, obviously, after who wins. And then we'll tape it up and I will ship it out tomorrow. Alrighty, Didey. Are you ready? I'm not going to wait for anybody else. I know, right? Oh, God. Yeah, but we're doing Freestyle Friday today. Basically just nail shenanigans, whatever. It doesn't matter. We're just gonna create some nails and see what happens, like acrylic wise. You guys can help me with it. I mean, unless you're only here to see who wins, then it is what it is. Hi, Mama Sue. How are you, sweetheart? So what I like to do is this little guy here, I don't reach in and pull any of them out. Whatever flies out is who flies out. I don't touch it. I don't touch it at all. Sound good, everybody? So here were the people that got put in there, if you're just coming in. This was from my last live for the Varnail when we unboxed a bunch of stuff. And so there were other people that did try it, but they didn't answer the question, or they didn't do what I said, and they didn't do what I said, and one wasn't a public subscriber, and that was one of the things that needed to be done. So these are the people who actually did everything. So yeah, this is what we got. We got Glam Dragon. She's in there twice because she also, in the bonus part, if you hype the live, you got an extra entry. So we have Glam Dragon in there twice. We have Lori, Nails by T. Kemp, Shirley Tim, Nana Inch, and then we have Lollipop. Hi, Lolly. Thanks for coming, guys. Appreciate it. So they're all in here. I did cut those up live before y'all got in here. How's everybody doing? And since Shirley says that that was a tease, but this is what the inside of the box looks like. And of course, I'll be, whoever wins, I will customize this to whoever wins. But this is what it looks like. Whoop. Got my little sticker in there. And this here, sneak peek, that's all you get. Okay, see you later, bye. That's all you get to see. But I will do everything live. I'll pack it up right here in front of you guys, and it'll go out in the morning on Saturday, and it'll get to you as soon as possible. So that is the box. Hi, Nora. How are you? Happy Friday, everybody. All right. So I was thinking we can do a little bit of acrylic if you guys want. It's basically just Freestyle Friday, so anything goes, really. So if you guys want to see something, you want me to do acrylic, you want me to do whatever, put it in chat. All right. This is what they're in. Let me tell you. We have 6 people in here, 7 names, because there's an extra entry here. And I'm going to say it again. I will shake this. Whatever flies out, whoever flies out, I'm not touching it. Okay? So y'all are going to watch this. I do this a lot on my channel. So I'm just going to. Time for the sunflowers. You know what? I knew you was going to say that. I knew you was going to say that. All right. Are you guys ready? Manicure mason jar. That's why I kept this for all of my giveaways, because it was like perfect. You know what I mean? They don't even make these anymore, and I have another one too. It says something else. But blue medicine fire element. Oh yay! Hey, I do that same thing, Mama Sue. It's okay. All right, you guys ready? I'm gonna take the top off. All right, are you guys ready? I'm just gonna shake it, and whoever pops out is whoever pops out. Okay, got it? Ready? And I purposely left it this because these are white and this is dark, so that way you guys can see it. All right, you ready? Can you see me? All right, you ready? It'll come out eventually, I promise. Maybe. Oh my god, come on. Usually one always flies out. Go. Go. I don't usually have this much problem. It don't want to come out now. Go. Go. Did it go? No. Dude, I usually just shake it once and boom, it comes right the fuck out. Ah! Hold on. I'm not touching it. Where'd it go? Oh, see it? That is, everybody. That was a fun moment. You got to see my legs. What the heck? That was not the way I thought that was gonna go. You got to see my legs. Okay, who is it? Are you ready? I know, right? Dude, it usually just flies right the heck out. Dun dun. Who's ready? Are you ready? Who do you think it is? I don't know who it is, but. Ah! Congratulations to. Oh, God. Lori. Lori was the one that flew out. Lori is the winner of the Varnail box. And. Hi, Nellie. So, Lori, congratulations to you. You have won the Varnail box. I'm just going to pick a second one because I want to pick a second one. Now, listen to me, everybody. The second one out of these who are in here is just something small but fun and something that I'm going to create for you guys. Okay? Got it? Everybody got it? You don't know what it could be. It could be anything. It could be glitter. It could be anything. So I'm going to do a secondary one, okay? Are you guys ready? Hopefully this time it doesn't, like, stay in there. Let's see. Go. Ha! We got one. See it? Right there. See it? Okay. We got Glam Dragon Nails. There it is. Glam Dragon Nails. That is the second one. If you didn't win this time, it's okay because I'm going to have another one. I'm going to have quite a few of them. So now that I'm able to like start giving back again and just, all of that good stuff. So congratulations to the two winners. I couldn't help myself. Nelly, I did it. I did it again. I'm sorry. Most people know if I do one, then I feel bad and I got to do another one. I don't know why I do that, but I just do that. So Glam Dragon gets the little teeny tiny one, which is just something custom made by me. And if nobody likes it, that's okay. They can throw it away or do whatever the hell they want with it. But it's the thought that counts, is how I feel anyway. But Miss Lori, you need to contact me via DM. Okay? And you have 12 hours to contact me. Contact me. Okay, so now we're gonna wrap this guy up and hi Glam. You would never. I feel like I just was like, if somebody don't like like my stuff, oh well. I just want to say I'm so incredibly grateful for each and every single one of you guys. Over this past year and a half, it's been fucking crazy time, and over these past 5 years, I would say it's been crazy as hell, but I'm excited to be able to give back to you guys because you guys give back to me by watching, being here, helping me with my brain and my creativity and my creations and my nails and all the things and hyping me up and all that and just being here for me, loving me, supporting me, all the good things. And to everybody who is subscribed to me, whether you're new, OG, whatever, it doesn't matter. Shout out to my members as well. I just want to say how completely grateful I am. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for y'all, and I'm not gonna cry, I promise. I am not gonna cry today. So we are going to. I'm gonna save all. I usually save those little papers. This was my little paper that I was going through and doing all this stuff on, but. So for Lori, you get the Varnail box, and I'm not showing it no more. So before we do this, I got to go ahead and put congratulations inside the card here. And I like to use these like outline pens for that. Oh, I love you. It is good tears. It's just I hate crying on here. So we're going to put this together and then we're going to do some nails. But I figured you guys would like to see how I do this and all that. But I always hand write everything. I always like draw on the front and make it like special for whoever is getting a giveaway box or just something I send out, and I like to make it really super fun. Um and so yeah, I always like to use these pins because they make it fun. So we have that, and then the card says yay 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 because it's purple and it's hollow, so it's perfect. You know what I mean? So there's nothing in here. So this is how we are going to do this. We're going to, let's see. I like to do like something fun, and I always go catty cornered. Everybody knows I go catty cornered with everything, okay? Hee hee. Ho ho ho. Hope you guys can read that. If not, oops. Hang in there. Hang in there, guys. Hang in there. This is what it looks like so far. Hopefully she can read it. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. Oh. Don't ever give up. Always keep going. No matter what. Because what do I always say? You freaking got this. You freaking got this shit. Woo! Okay. So always. Then I sign my name. Yes. Can't. Wait for the creations. Yay. Okay. Need a dot there, and a dot there, and a dot there, and here, and there, and there. There we go. That is everybody. Okay. And they dry really fast too. I forget where the hell I got them. And then I think we're going to put some stickers in there, guys. How about we put another sticker in there? Let's see if this will fit in here. Will you fit in there? Hell no, you won't. What the heck? Well, that won't fit in there either. Well, shoot. I got stickers. I know I got stickers. I had a whole bag of stickers. What the hell did I do with it? Who freaking knows at this point, right? Guess what I just found? I found some Preciosas, guys. I found this laying in there. Guess what? I'm just going to throw this in here because I found those Preciosas just laying there. So we'll just set her in there like so. Okay. Well, I was going to put some stickers in there, but I can't find my little sticker thing. It's okay. She's got plenty in there. This is how I always do all of my stuff. And I take a little sticker. Let's put a little Sugar Eclipse sticker on there, shall we? Seal it with Sugar Eclipse. There we go. Woo! Hi, Gizmo. Thank you for the jewels. Okay. There we go. That is. We are shutting it. Now, Lori needs to contact me, or I have to find somebody else. She has 12 hours to contact me. And Glam, I'm not doing yours yet because it's can't have yours yet. Because I just sent your box out, dang it. All right, we're going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to set you guys up so you can see what the heck I'm doing. We're going to be making nails. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. I'm just going to tape this up. But this is how I typically do all my boxes, guys. And this is why I like to reuse like my bar nail boxes, especially if I'm just doing a bar nail, you know what I mean, giveaway. Hi, Cola. How are you guys? All right, so I'm going to put fragile. I'm going to put, I can't put thank you for supporting my small business because it's not small business. But I do one on each side. Like so. That way it's nice and sealed. And then I always put the guys, here's a tip for anybody who has a small business. Or if you're doing giveaway boxes, put your oh my gosh, the label, the shipping label, put it on the bottom. So if people do unboxings or anything like that, they don't ever have to worry about their shit showing. So just so y'all know, that's what your girl does, because it's just easier that way also. And I'm going to put another one. Oh no, I'm out. All right, let's save that one for the sticker. I am out. I am out of tape. I had just enough, guys. Oh my goodness. So I am going to add this guy here. And where'd my other stickers go? I have other stickers, man. Okay, let's decorate the outside. Oh my gosh, you know what? Lori always says because I say so, so I am actually going to put that sticker on her box. Look. And typically what I like to do is I will add the tape over this so that way it doesn't come off, but we'll add this one here. And then I will take my marker again, and I like to add their name to the top, but I know she'll contact me, so I'm not really worried about that. So let's do kind of like how our little thing is. We're going to go, do I do congrats, Lori, or just Lori? Let's just do. We'll do that, and then I do my little bubbles. Just a fun way to like make somebody smile, you know? But when I had my business, this is what I would do for every single customer box, like on the inside and stuff. And sometimes it would kill the hell out of me because I would go so far and I had like 20 boxes to do. And then I'm like, oh, I got to make every single one so beautiful. Which isn't a bad thing, but you know. I just want it to be fun, you know? No to mean, man. Okay. Here's our box. Oops, shit. Let's add a few more stickers to it and on the top, and we're gonna add another please don't bend box thing. Oh, I'm excited. I hope she's gonna be excited. I hope you all are gonna be excited every time you get a box, you know? Oh my gosh, it's so hard to get off. Hold on. We are gonna be doing Freestyle Friday, guys, so stick around, y'all. Stick around. Live in the moment, Lori. We're gonna put you here. And I have some pretty cool stickers, but like I don't know what happened to mine, and I forgot to put my troll inside. I have these little trolls that I give out. Nelly, do you remember my little trolls? You know? Damn. Let's put this on there. I feel like this would be Lori. I feel like this would be Lori. Wouldn't it? I feel like that would be Lori. With her little dog in the car with her, you know? Oh, we have a little guy on the surfboard. Let's put him on there, and then that'll be the end of the stickers, and then I can get the other ones. Oh my gosh, if I can get this off. Holy Lanta. Come on, Mr. Sticker. Fred doesn't want to come off here. I know, right? Life is lifing for all of us, dude. Gotta make people smile somehow. Here we go. Okay. That is what we do there, and then I'm gonna put the other stickers on, and then it's ready to be shipped out as soon as she gets a hold of me. Oh shit. So technically I put this on here so that way my sticker doesn't fall off, because they tend to want to fall off for some reason. Alright. Don't worry, we're going to get to some nails, everybody, so thanks for sticking here with me. Oh, look, there's a bow. And I keep, like, all the stickers I get from people, depending on what they are, I use for giveaways and stuff, too. I mean, I have my own stickers, but... Okay. Let me throw that guy away, get this guy out of the way, and let me go grab my other stickers. You know, because if most of you don't know, I used to have my own shop, so like I have everything I need in terms of, you know, that sort of stuff. So we're gonna go add another protection layer on that. And it's not a box without my pink stickers that say "Do not crush the damn box," because they will freaking crush it. Okay. be all done, ready to go. That will get dropped off tomorrow. Thanks. Congratulations, everybody. I was thinking we could make a glitter for glam. Do you guys want to make a glitter for glam? And it will be from all of us. And we all can do it. And that'll be a glitter for glam that she can use on her nails. What do you think? What do you guys think? I figured that most people wouldn't stay, but aw, thanks, Cola. Okay. What colors do we want to do for glam? What colors do y'all want to make for glam? Do we want to make her a fun, bright, cool-looking one with the different types of stuff in it? What do we want to do? So glam, this is going to be chat inspired. So this is not just going to be from me, but it's going to be from you guys too. I figured that'd be fun. Let's take you over to the glitter, shall we? All right, guys. We have a bunch of glitter. I might as well just take my whole drawer out, you know? And so we have like glow in the dark ones. We have little pins. Oh my gosh, we have this middle finger one, and we have little pins. We have little peeny weenies right there. Those are fun. We have a bunch of these stars, hearts, and all that stuff. And we have these guys. We have little mermaid tails. We have these are a little bit thicker, so they're a little bit harder to deal with, but they are there. However, that's funny. Your favorite color and glow in the dark. Okay. Oh shit, I'm losing stuff everywhere. Well, she has kind of okay, so we have these glow in the dark. And we also have these black and rainbow stars. Look at those. Those are like black chameleon stars. And then what is this one? This one is just stars and circles, but hollow. So we'll keep that guy out. Yeah, we're going to make you a glitter, but the chat's going to help. The chat's going to help. Hi. Hi, Lori. Congrats, my lovely. You have won the giveaway. You have won the Varnell giveaway. So I went ahead and we got it ready for you. So I'm going to need you to hit me up, DM me. You won the Varnell stuff. The whole Varnell giveaway from the last live that I did. But I didn't show what was in it. I just sneak peeked it. So you're going to have to get a hold of me on Discord and DM me. And actually, where'd that go? Where did you go? Oh my gosh. I have your thingy somewhere. I put it somewhere. But still DM me your address anyway. And now we're going to be making a custom creation for glam. As for a giveaway. All right, what is everybody saying in terms? Nope, you're not dreaming, my lovely. It's your first Sugared Eclipse giveaway. Let's see. Sparkly and hollow. Did you get my missed call? Shirley's purple iridescent. No peen or fingers. What if I just slipped a one in there? Oh wait, what did I miss? Fun purple. Oh, iridescent. Okay. Unless it was a fabulous one. I know, right? You've never won a giveaway? I thought you have. Well, my lovely, you won mine. Congratulations. Woohoo! Alright, I'm gonna just pour my drawer out. We're gonna do this together. So, go ahead and put some colors in there, and I will pull out the coolest colors ever, and we'll go from there. Hi, it's 11:11. 11 thumbs up. 11 people in here. What up? What up? What up? Yay! I'm your first win. Woohoo! Okay, you can slip one of each in there. All right, we as a chat and as from Sugared Eclipse Nails to Glam, we're going to be making her a custom glitter. This is going to be from you guys and from me. But you guys need to put, so we have purple iridescent hollow. What else do we have? Because we have these really dark. They're like the chrome, like oil slick stars. They're black. So we could do a dark one. We got hollow and we have the glow in the dark. So we will add the glow in the dark. Do we want to just do stars? Let me grab some purple. I have these beauties I made a long time ago. We have this. Look how pretty that one is. Look at this one, Cola. Ooh, pretty. Look at that one. Ooh. So we have these, and then, so you wanted iridescent, right? So I made an actual iridescent, and this has flakies in it, and I think that would look cool with these black stars and the glow-in-the-dark stars. So we could do that. And this one has matte, but this has reflective in it. They all have reflective in it. What colors? What colors? I know the yellow, right? I thought about making, I have made these into freaking whatever, but I haven't used them yet. I should use them, huh? And I have bubble glitter. Have you guys heard of that like type of bubble glitter? I have some bubble glitter which look really cool, and they're just like flakies. But look, it's iridescent too. And it looks really, really cool. Do you have any of this bubble glitter? Do we just want to do purple and black? You gotta let me know so I know. We have... Woo! Look at this one. It's chameleon. It's purple and blue, and it's like so pretty. Look at that. The yellow. Okay. Maybe put a tiny pinch of yellow in a small bag for me on the side. Sure. This one? You like this one? Okay. I will put that. You can just have it. I'll just give it to you. Okay. Because I know I have a full collection. It's fine. I'm not really worried about it. Lori, which one do you want, love? Which glitter do you want me? I will open your box and put a glitter in there. Which glitter do you want, dear? We can make Lori a custom one too. How about that? Make them all? I have these already in acrylics. I just haven't used them all. I just haven't used them yet. Add neon green. Okay. So, you want me to mix the yellow and the green together? Or you want me to just add it? What bubble glitter? It's just like this. They're like, look like little bubbles, but they remind me of flakies. They're that like thin. They're really, really cool. And this is who I got it from. Glitter Chick from IG. Lori wants pink. Okay. But we can make you one. So we're gonna make this one with the iridescent because I think this one's gonna look so pretty. Because this has moons and stars already in it. And so if we add the black stars to it, it's gonna look really, really gorgeous. Look. And then if we add the glow to it, it's gonna look really pretty. No, leave yellow by itself. Oh, okay. We leave yellow by itself. Add neon green to the black purple mix. Oh, okay. We shall do that. Now, Lori, you wanted pink, right? Well, we can make you a pink one. All right. So let me grab a. Alrighty, dighty. Normally, these usually go in for my acrylics, but I'm gonna use, unless you want it in a bag. Do you want it in this or you want it in a bag? Yes, it's a chat. Or purple. I'm not picky, just not yellow. Okay. We can do. Okay. So what I kind of like to do is mix them up in a jar first, so that way we kind of get a thing of what we're doing. So let me bring this guy over. This is the crazy ass thing I need to re-go through. And so we have some pretty cool, like, look at that. That's reflective glitter. Let's see. I need to redo this because I just threw everything in here. And so we know she doesn't want that. We have like the matte colors as well. Look at that blue. It's so pretty. So we have, and then look at this white. Look at that. It's so pretty, especially inside of the thing. So let's grab that one out. Do I have a freaking clear freaking thing? All right, we're going shopping in the glitter drawer, everybody. Let's make this a trend or something. What would I do with it? There it is. Okay, so I'm just gonna throw that in there so we can get kind of a feel. Ooh, look at this. Look at that. Look at that. Pop, please. Okay. We have teal. This is a smaller, so these aren't huge. These are small. So anything in this type of bag is really small. Look at this pink. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, that's not supposed to go in there. So we want purple and green, right? Let's add some of this guy in there. Look at all this freaking glitter, y'all. Woo! Hollow Central in here, I tell ya. Ooh, this one's pretty too. We could do a pink and purple or like a pink and blue for Lori. I'm going to set this guy here. So there's our box. And look at this one. This one's matte. It's all matte. If you see a color that you like, look at these stars. They like look really, really cool. Because I'm trying to think of, and look, I have more of these guys. Like, I need more of those. I have these black stars we can add to your black one. Do you want me to add these black stars? I know. Thanks. I wish I had different ones, to be honest with you. Here's what those ones come in. And I have dot glitters. A lot of these are, here's a beautiful black, but it's not hollow, it's just black. Look at that, baby. Look at the, like, hollow, though. So we have this one called Denim, and it's one of my favorites. Okay, so we'll add the hollow. Which hollow, though? This one or this one? You want me to add this one? Okay, put that in there. And let's see, we have, now I have matte hollow as well. So this is matte, but it's also holographic too. So I have every color in this one. And let's see. Ooh, this one's pretty too, look. This is the only one I have left of this color, but I will put it in for you guys. I put this in everything. I'll put that in there. And let's see. This is my purpley pink one. Look how pretty. I'm trying to think. You said yellow, right? Oh no. Green and black. And then we have, look at this light, like orange. It's hollow. This one is hollow. Look at the light peach color. Isn't it pretty? I think, ooh, look, I forgot I had that. It's really bright on there, but in person it's very light green, like a minty color. So we're going to do pink and purple, right? Let's throw some of this one in there. How about that one? This one's one of my favorites too. And we're doing pink and purple, right? Or pink. Do we want to do pink and blue or pink, purple, and blue? Look at that one. So pretty. I have blue butterflies. Look at those. We're picking out glitters to make for glam and to make one also for Lori. I have teal. Here is my Hocus Pocus, which is a dark silver. We could do green, pink, and teal. No, you can. Or we're picking it for you. You're good. All right, hold on. No, the regular, not pink. Oh, the regular hollow, not pink. Oh. You meant the big hollow one, right? Did you mean this one? Is that the one you meant? Because we have this one, which is a little bit bigger. This one's called Rainbow Mist, which is a little bit bigger than this one here. And then I have all these guys that are reflective. So, Cola, what do we want to do? I like blue, purple, pink, teal, really anything except yellow and orange. Rainbow Mist, okay. We shall add Rainbow Mist. Okay, so let's do pink, purple, and teal. What about pink, purple, teal? Look at this beautiful teal. Those colors right there, what do you think? Do we want the bright pink or do we want this type of pink? Or both? We could always just throw both in there. And then I have a light, and then this pink right here is really pretty, and it gives us that pink orange vibe. That one's really pretty too. Okay, because this one looks really pretty when you're putting in, because we already have like that pink and that teal and all of the colors anyway, so with the purple, you know what I mean? The teal might be a little bright, but I feel like once it all gets together, it'll be okay. And then we have black for glam. And do we want any other iridescents for glam? Do we want... We're doing green and purple and black and then the other iridescent one. Okay. So, do we want any other colors in there for glam? Look at this denim one. Ugh, it's so gorgeous. What other colors do you think we should get? We have really pretty ones. I do have glow in the dark, other glow in the dark ones. And then we have this one, which is the gunpowder gray, but not black. And yeah, I definitely think the fuchsia pink is going to give us pretty vibes for sure. Oh shit, this has got a hole in it. Ah, dark blue also for glam. This one? What do we want to put with the dark blue? Are we adding this one into one? Or... Okay, we'll just throw it in the box. How about that? We'll throw that one in the box. And then... this one... I have this black here that is like extra hollow. Look at that. There's an extra hollow in there, baby. We'll just throw that in there just so we got it. And then this is blue glow. They're like fine blue glow glitters. And polka dot glitters. And let's see. There's so much in here, you guys. I don't even know what to fully grab, to be honest with you. But do you like this blue or the other blue? They look the same, but this one is more of a, like, more prettier type. Periwinkle blue is what this one reminds me of. Into glass, and she said a pinch of neon green. Oh, pinch of neon green. Okay. Dark blue. The denim. Okay, that's what I was thinking too. Grab that baby, and then the green. I have this one green that's so pretty, and I don't know. It's this. This is a teal that I'm going to put in here because it's so pretty. See it? Look at that. Don't mind my little stain on my carpet. But I also have this green as well. This is hollow too. Okay, and then let me bring you over here. And then we have this. So this is the this is my favorite lilac holographic ever. I have every color. We have light pink, dark pink, red, holographic pink, orange. See my big bags of nothing but matte. We have dark blue, light blue. Oh, and we also have white holographic as well, which is fucking gorgeous. Do you see this white? Yes, there's more. And then I have 3 other ones in my other bedroom. And we have more hollow. We have, what is this one? We have more back there. And then we have all these back there. These are because I used to own a shop, guys. So I I need more glitter though. I need like glitter shapes and stuff, basically is what I want. But okay. We have our box of goodies. And then I'm going to take, and we're going to be using, let me know if my mic turns off too. And I'm also going to be using, I'm going to be putting them in here. The other ones will go in here. I'll do one pot for each of you, okay? Okay. We'll do one pot for each of you, and then the rest I'll put in my bags, okay? Because that's typically what I use these for, are for my glitters. I know it sucks. I don't really like it either, but I haven't found the perfect pots yet, so. Okay. All right, I'm going to set you guys back up here. Let's get to glitterifying it, baby. Okay. I'm going to bring it up so you guys can see everything I'm doing. Okay. Okay. All right, so first one, we want to do the iridescent one first. Now, I'm going to add this guy into a bag. She said you just wanted a little bit of that, right? It's really pretty. I don't know if you can see it, but good God, is it gorgeous. I know, right? Oh, wait, grab the teal for Lori. We got teal in there. Okay, I'll do half and half. I'm not stingy on glitter either, guys. Go in there. It's so pretty. It's got like every color you can think of. It's like a hot neon iridescent. It's really pretty. We'll give you more and I'll keep less. How about that? Okay, so there's your yellow. That one's for glam. Okay, now we want to put the green and the black together, right? Okay. And then we're doing teal, pink, and so we'll add some of this pink into our teal blue or our teal purple in the other one. We'll add some of this in there. So let's throw that in there. We have the green and the pink. Do we want the bubbles? Did you guys say you wanted the bubbles? All right, so the first one's going to be, and this is how I do it. Do we want any stars, other stars in there? Okay, so we have black. Okay, I have a hole in a lot of these. I need to read back on this. This one's for Lori. Then we have Rainbow Mist. We have this guy here, which is reflective. We have Iridescent Hollow. You like the bubbles? No, from the last bin it was darker. Oh, you mean the dark one? The dark teal? I can get that one. Look at this white. So this is our white holographic, which is really gorgeous on the nail, you guys. And then we have white holographic and clear holographic. And we have this little guy we're going to add into Lori's with this as well. And let's get our black stars out. Here are the other black stars that I'm going to add into there. I don't have a lot of shake glitter, to be honest with you. But, and oh my God, look, this one is so gorgeous. It changes every which way, every which direction. All right, so our purple. Here's our purple, and then we have this purple that is a chameleon purple, which is freaking gorgeous. Okay, so let's do the iridescent first, and then we'll go into, oh yeah, we are going to add this green into our green and purple. So, and then where do we want to add this one in? With the purple and the blue, like the bubble one? Or do we want to put this in the iridescent one? I don't know. You guys tell me. Oh yeah, I forgot I have 2 more drawers, guys. Oh my goodness. Let's see. There's so much glitter. Do we want stars? Do we want butterflies? Look at this purple. That's really pretty too. Hi JC, how are you? Bubbles are pretty. Yes, stars and the bubbles. Okay, so but do we want the bubbles? We want them in the purple and green, or do we want them in the blue? Let's put them in the green. Or we could just do something different with it with other colors. Okay, here are all of our colors. Let's do the Glam's black one first. And then one thing I like to do is I like to use my little blue. And then each person gets a little spoon for their glitter. So you'll be getting a spoon as well, because that's just what I do. All right, we're going to take this iridescent. We're going to pour that in first. Since this one is going to be, that's what I'm going to ask. Do you want more of the black stars and iridescent one, or do you want more of the purple and green? Butterflies in? Okay. You want butterflies in that one? Let's see. What butterflies do we have? I have these iridescent butterflies and stars and moons. You want the big iridescent one, Glam, or you want the, because that one's going to have glow in the dark. We're going to put the black stars in that one, and are we adding hollow's already in that one. So for the most part, this has everything you need. It's got holographic, it's got reflective, it's got white hollow, clear hollow, it's got stars, butterflies, moons, hearts I think is in here as well. So you have everything in here. We're just going to be adding the dark and the glow in the dark for this one. You choose? I'm going to give you this one. Even though I love this one, I'm going to give you this one. Oh my god. You guys, this doesn't even do it justice. Ugh. I need to make this one into a thing. Okay. It's so pretty, you guys. Ugh. See, there's a moon right there. There's different colors and moons in here too. All right, let's add our black stars. I don't want to overpower it, you know what I mean? But I still want it to be gorgeous. Whoop. Star just flopped out in front of me. You want more stars? And those are 6 stars too. They're not like the thin, like they're just like the thicker ones. I'm going to add a few more in there. Do you want me to add a little bit of black to this in terms of black glitter? You want to keep it this fine iridescent, which is the black stars in it. The black might mess it up. I don't know. It's gorgeous though. Oh my god. Ugh. You want me to add? Oh. Okay. We're going to add our glow in the dark. All right, we're going to add the black shimmer to it. So I think what I'm going to do, I am going to add these, but I also am going to add a different black shimmer. The black shimmer that I'm thinking of, you don't want like super big chunky chunks. I'm just going to add a few of those black stars. I'm trying to get some of those itty bitty stars. Ooh, that's going to look so pretty. Oh yeah, I like the black stars in there. I hope you like the black stars in there. I don't have teeny tiny black stars. However, okay, now we have that. We got those in there. We got all that in there. The one I'm thinking of, I'm going to grab a different... Do you want this one or you actually want the shimmer? You want the actual black shimmer that's really tiny, like this one. This one's big. Don't add black? I know, it's beautiful, right? She said she wanted black, though. Should we try it? Put a little on the side and see if we like it with the black. The black shimmer in it. It'll definitely bring out those colors, add that black. But you could always add too much and then it wouldn't look pretty anymore. But it does look really pretty like that. Just a little at a time. No black, no black. Oh, nobody wants to put black in there. I gotta get a jar. Hold on. Just got to get an empty jar. Alright. We're gonna take this guy and we're gonna see what it looks like with the black. This is, I improvise all the time this way, you guys. So... Alright, let me grab my other block. Oh my god. We have black stars. I forgot. Who sent me this? Somebody sent me these. Was it you, Glam? I was like, I know I have them. They're just not holographic, but that's okay. We got the teeny tiny stars I was going for. Yay. Oh yeah, the little teeny tiny ones. Okay. That definitely added more black. There's jam-packed full of stars. So that one's jam-packed of nothing but stars. And I had to. Not that you're probably ever going to see them. But now it makes me want to make this into a freaking acrylic, you guys. We got to make acrylic like this, don't we? What do you guys think? Make an acrylic with all the black stars in it, just like this? That's what I thought. Hi, Jadel. Is it Jadel? Jadel. Will go gray? Shouldn't go gray. As long as you don't put your color in there. I am going to add some of this in here. We're going to take just a little bit in there. And we're going to see if we like it with the black shimmer. Ugh. That's gray. Alright, hold up, y'all. I gotta get the other black shimmer. Give me a sec. We saw the black in here, didn't we? I know we did. Okay. You want this hollow shimmer reflective? Look at that. Or do you just want regular, like, dark black? Because this is what this one looks like. It's got a little bit of, like, a Oh no, some of my other color got in there. It's okay. Alright, hold up a minute. I have more. I have a full black shimmer. Alright, hold on, guys. We're gonna have to go through all my glitter, guys. Oh, you know what? What the hell am I doing? I have another glitter drawer I forgot about. Sorry, guys. I have this guy, but he's kind of big. But I forgot I had another glitter drawer. So we also have these guys, too, which are really pretty for the most part. It's kind of like the one I picked, but anyway. I picked all my black because I was going to actually make a black thing. And we have this one and this one. And then we have this, which is, this one's a hollow shimmer too, but it's more of a black soot than a hollow, if that makes sense. So, and then we have all these too. All right. I'm just going to, we need something like small shimmer wise, and I can't find my super duper small. So we're just going to do this. Oh, wait, hold on. Found it. Hold on. All right. D-didy. Let's grab our black, shall we? Hold on. And we're doing bubble on the other one, right? Yeah. Okay, so here's this. Let me show you. I know my spicy brain's running away. But this is all the other glitter I forgot about. So this is where all my actual shimmer is. So all these are actual, like, shimmer. And I have a black that is a gorgeous ass shimmer. And oh my god, look at that. Gorgeous silver right there, baby. Hold on. I love these. See? Do you see why I said I need a better system, guys? Alright, that's hollow. That's hollow. We have this pink one. Orange. And let's add some of this baby in there. You won't even see it. I don't have black, but I have black over here somewhere. Silver. Here it is. I found the hollow. This one is pure hollow right there, baby. And we have this one. Look at that hollow. Now these are powders. These are a bit different. Look at that. So these are my ones that I only use for specific times and moments, you know. I need to go get more, but I'm willing to put it in yours because, yeah. So, okay. I don't have enough, I promise. Look at this. Oh my god, if I can catch, look at that. Oh, god, look at the rainbow. Okay. Sorry, my spicy brain runs away a lot. When I'm looking at glitter, I'm like, I don't know what to do. This is what happens when spicy brain does what it does, okay? It's okay. I'm going to spoon it in there because there's nothing on here. I haven't touched it. We're going to spoon it in there, guys, okay? Okay, where's my other spoon? Let's grab this guy. Okay. We got this, guys. Don't worry. This is what happens when you have a spicy brain. You know what I mean? It's okay. We're just going to do it. It's going to be all right. I don't want to touch it with my gloves. I am weird about stuff, okay? If something falls, I am weird about it. You can ask Nelly. I'm very clean when it comes to my glitters or my acrylics or anything like that. I'm very weary about doing stuff like this, especially if I'm the one that spills it. Unless it's mine, of course, and I don't really care. But since I haven't touched any of this, I'm okay because I haven't put nothing on it besides the glitter itself. So I'm just weird about it. Most people would just suck it up and throw it in there like with their hands, and I can't do that. I physically can't do it. Okay. Okay, are we still okay with the amount of what we got in here? Okay, I think we're okay. Okay. Just gonna add a tiny bit of this reflective. Now it's just gonna be extra sparkly. Okay, so before I add that black, oh god, it's even more sparkly now. It's like, bow in your face. Hard to see with my light, but okay. Now, let me make sure. Okay, that one's black. Okay. This one is not really black. That one's like gunpowder. And that one. Okay. I'm going to take just a tiny bit of this. And we're going to see what this looks like. I actually like the little black glitters in that. That's what it would look like. With the black, like, glitter shimmer through it. How do you want to proceed, Glam? How do you want to proceed? Hi, Nana. No worries, babe. I know. You made me ink. Ah, yay. Do we want to keep it? Or do we actually want the shimmer in there? Because it does look cool with the black shimmer. Would you focus? It actually looks pretty decent with the black. If I just add a teeny bit. Yes, Lori did win. What do you think? Just a tiny bit? I added a tiny bit. I went for it. We went for it, guys. We're making glitters, custom glitters for the winners of the giveaway. And you can't really see the black that I put in there. So here's what I'm gonna do. What we made, we're just gonna boop, 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 boop. And it's just a little bit of black in there. You can't really tell, to be honest with you. You can tell on the sides, but not really within the glitter itself. So, do you want bigger ones, Glam? You want like they're small, but they're big at the same time? See how small they are? No? Okay. I am going to add and take this and do one more. Just to give it more of that black sparkle. Because I do like the black sparkle in it. Alright, so this is a hollow reflective iridescent. So we have all of the pretty ones in there. That's what she looks like. You can't really tell, but it is in there. And I like it. I feel like it's an iridescent, like, goth, like, eat your heart out type of vibe, you know? That's what it kind of reminds me of, doesn't it? Okay, well, tiny, boop. Okay, there we go. All right, there is your iridescent one. And we have glow in here too, guys. I forgot we have glow in here too, so that's cool. All right, let me put this cap back on here. And I just got all that inside my black. Leave it up to me to do that. Okay. We got our black in there, everybody. I like to usually fill it all the way up to the top, but trust me, if I filled it all the way to the top, what are you going to do with all that? You know what I mean? One thing I am going to put in there is some of this clear hollow, though. I'm going to stick some of this clear hollow just so you have a little bit of clear. Look at that clear hollow. Oh my god, that made it even more rainbow. Look at the rainbow now. You can actually see it now. I need to make this into a freaking acrylic, you guys. I need to make this into an acrylic and do a goth, like a goth one. You know what I mean? Alright, so this is Glam's custom. This is Glam's custom sugar chat. We're going to call it sugar chat. Sugar chat glitter. Sugar chat glitter. Sugar chat glitter. And then I'm going to add some of this in there because I know it's not in there. And because you're going to love it. And it's just going to be so just glittery goodness. Now, we need to make one of these, but I don't have another jar to make an actual acrylic with. So, unfortunately, unless I take Lori's jar and make an actual acrylic and we make this into an acrylic. What do you guys think? What do you think? Alright, y'all. That is Glam's beautiful color right there. Look at the rainbow. You think so? It's up to Lori if she wants me to do that. I have no control over that. So one thing I like to do is I like to clean the outside rim of each jar with alcohol. Okay. We're going to take this and we're going to take our little brush. And this is just, I'm weird. Okay, you guys, I'm weird. We're going to take our brush and we're going to clean the rim. Okay. And we're going to make sure there's nothing on the outside here. And then we're going to clean the rim with alcohol just to make sure. Oop, overboard, but that is the way your girl works when it comes to making sure I don't touch any glitter. Okay. All right, now we're going to take this guy. Oop. Okay. And what I like to do is put my name on top. And then the bottom is going to be the name of the actual thing. So chat, you get to name this guy. And we are going to put Sugar's label on top of this, so that way you know where it came from. This is how I package all my jars. Okay, and then you take it. And what I like to do is I put little stickers on the side, so that way you know it hasn't been tampered with in any way, shape, or form. I take my little sealing stickers. I know it's overboard, but I don't care. Ready? So we're going to take this guy and we're going to boop, 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 boop. There you go. That way you know it's sealed, and if it gets to you and it's cracked, that means somebody tampered with the package. There you go. There's your first ever Sugar Eclipse Nails custom glitter. Everyone's rim should be. I know. But that is how I do my glitters and my acrylics. So that is how I do them. All right. All right. So I'm going to save this guy, and I'm going to actually put a sticker on this so I know. So this one will be my first Sugared Eclipse. This one's going to be my first ever Sugared Eclipse acrylic powder. Okay. One that doesn't have Mystic acrylics on it. So this one's going to become the official Sugared Eclipse Nails for the Sugar Shop. So I will put this on there so we know a difference. Okay. Now, we got that done. So I'm going to move that out of the way. Move this out of the way. Get all of this back in here. And going to move this out the way. Okay, so we have that one. Move this one. Alrighty dighty. So let's grab our pink. We got this. And you wanted purple, right? Yes, you did. Okay. So we'll use our little tester, set that guy there. Put this guy away. We'll keep the stars out just in case we want it. Okay, let me put these away. Alright, now, I'll stick that guy over there so nothing gets on it. And let's go ahead and do Lori's, and then we'll go back and do Glam's last one. Alright, so we're going to do Lori's, and Lori's is going to be, what do we say Lori's? Pink, teal, and purple, right? Alright, let's grab the dark teal shimmer. So this is does have the shimmer in it too, but you're also going to get these guys, or would you rather have just the shimmer itself? Now, these guys are my favorite because they're small. They're not the huge ones, so that's why I always use these, because they're not huge. And you wanted a little bit of that bright pink in there too, right? Where'd she go? All right, so we're going to take this bright pink. So we're going to use this teal, this light pink. And you wanted this, right? Is this for Glam or is this for Lori? Did we want to put that in there too? Okay, so we have our like purpley pink. And then I was actually thinking about adding some of this iridescent hollow. And then this one's for Glam. That one. Okay, and then we have our purple. So you wanted, it was purple, teal, and pink, or was it pink, teal, and purple? It's pink, teal, and purple. Okay, we'll just add a little bit of this. But this one, which one do you want? You want Dream Escape or you want just the regular hollow? No worries, Nana. Hi, Sandra. Hi, babe. Oh, hi, Karina. So the chat is helping to pick, and we're mixing custom glitters for both Glam and for Lori. Lori was the winner of the bar nail box. So that's what we're doing now. So I think this is our actual one that I'm going to use because it's a bit smaller for hers. But is that what we decided? Pink, teal, and purple, right? Pink, teal, purple. So I'm actually going to add a pink, and then I'm going to add the in-between purple pink. But do we want this bluey one, or do we want this one? Pink, teal, purple, whatever you want. Which one you guys pick? You want the one that turns blue purple, or do you just want this one right here? And then I'm going to make sure I have the regular shimmer in there too. Okay, do we want anything in here? Oh yeah, that was our... I'll put some of that in there because that's my fave. Do we want stars or do we want butterflies in this one? Ooh, look at that one. That one's going to be pretty in there. Throw that guy in there. And let's see. Whoa, that one's cool. Look at that one. Freaking gorgeous, man. Butterflies? Purple, blue, interesting. Okay, we have butterflies. I have iridescent butterflies, but I also have... I have a whole thing of butterflies. Just like the blue ones that you saw. Okay, so we do have teal, and we have purple, and we have pink. So we'll just add all the colors in here. Ta-da! Yay! All right. Do I have more? I know I have more somewhere, but if I look through all this, we're gonna be in here forever. So, all right, let's get to it. So, I need a empty freaking fracking jar. I need an empty freaking fracking jar is what I need. Hold up, y'all. Okay. So I'm gonna mix it in this guy before we do anything, so that way it's mixed. Okay. So first things first, I'm gonna add the pink in there. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be adding the rainbow color in there. Do you like the white rainbow, or do you want to keep it pink? I'm going to use a different spoon for this one since that one's got black on it. Let's put this guy here. Do you want the see-through hollow, or do you not? All right, I'm going to do 1, 2. Uh-oh. What is that? Hold up, y'all. Oh, it's just glitter. Why is it every time glitter freaking just static? Glitter static. It goes everywhere. Alright, so we're going to do 2 of that so it doesn't overlap and make it go cray-cray. Yes. What did I ask? I don't even remember. What did I ask? We're going to add some of this. 1. We're just going to... You know what? Like I said, I'm not stingy on glitter. What did I ask? Oh, the white. Duh. Jeez. You'd think I lost my brain. Okay, so let's take this and let's grab 1 spoonful of that. Typically, I wouldn't use the big spoonful unless I'm using a big jar, but we want it to be gorgeous, darling. Okay, we're gonna grab some of this guy. Now, these were personally made by me, so they have everything that you can think of inside of here. We're gonna do 1 and 2. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and add our teal. So I'm just going to do 1 of these teal. I want one that's got like the shimmer. I might have to actually get the shimmer out. Okay. Because you don't want it to overpower the color, so just 1 little thing will give you enough, I promise. But I will go back and add some teal shimmer to it though. I'm going to add this one, which is a beautiful shimmer, like teal. It's called Baby Shark. Just a little bit. This is what I do, okay? I don't know if I'm going to put this one in there because it's more of a pinky orange, but we'll see. We got to get our butterflies in there as well. So I'm going to do 1 of that. Get our purpley pink in there. Ooh, that one's pretty. Tell me that hollow ain't gorgeous, darling. Look at that. Oh, my dear Atlanta, Georgia. Let's get our holographic silver. Does the pinky orange glow in the dark? No. I'm not sure what you asked, but my answer is yes. I don't remember. Oh, the white. All right, we're going to do a dash of the silver because this shit is reflective as hell and it just lights up the freaking... I just blew it everywhere. Oh my god, look at that. Ooh, that is actually pretty, which I wouldn't have thought it would be. But it's actually quite pretty. Do you want more teal? Okay, there's a lot more pink, obviously, but do you want more teal or do you want more purple? Oh god, it's gorgeous. Let's get our butterflies in there. So I'm going to actually do some of these butterflies to give us like that tealy purple. Okay. I'm going to give you some more teal. And then we're going to take our... No, not that one, this one. Like I said, doesn't bother me to use up all my butterflies. We're just going to put every color we want in there. And I'm going to add a few of these light pink ones. Okay. Okay. Now, I think what I'm going to do is add that dark purple. And then maybe a little bit more of that teal, though. It's actually quite even. The more I look at it. And then, because if you're putting colors together, you have to make sure they match. Like, if they don't match, they're going to look weird. Oh, yeah, okay. I'm going to add a little bit of this darker purple here. Just a little bit. We don't want too much. Like I said, we don't want it to, like, overpower itself here. We want that purple to kind of stick out a little bit. From the teal and the pink, we want that purple to like really stick out. Oh shit. So, and would you like glow in this one as well? Okay, we need more. I felt like we needed more purple, so. All right. This is our color. I am a mess. There is shit everywhere. Well, not shit, glitter. Okay, that's really pretty. All right. I think we got a healthy amount of colors in here, which is nice. Yeah. And I did actually have moons and stars that were iridescent. I don't know where the hell that they went, but here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna add some stars in here. I'm gonna add some of the holographic in here. Okay. Alrighty dighty. We got some little holographic stars in this one. Oops, shit balls, Batman. Alright. Okay, you want glow too? We shall add some glow for you as well. Boop. Boop. Okay. Alright, dude. Alrighty dighty. The only thing I hate about putting it into a bag is that the little shimmers, like you can pretty much get it out, but I just hate that it sticks to the bag, you know? Okay. That is actually gorgeous. I feel like we need a little bit more teal though, to be honest with you. So let me grab my teal, my actual teal. And I'm gonna take it and now I have an actual teal. Okay, there we go. I just want to see that teal versus not seeing that teal. Okay, there we go. Nice. Okay. Like I said, you guys don't go over, like you can still go overboard, but if you get one of these little tiny spoons, they're perfect for using glitters, especially in 10-gram jars or even 20-gram jars. That is your glitter. It's actually, I love it. It's got butterflies, stars. Oh my. Okay, what I'm not going to do is, well, yeah, what I'm not going to do is make it go all over that. So we're just going to go ahead and put it into the bag here. And hi, Katie. I'm just going to boop a doop a doop. Ooh. Oh my god, that is so pretty. And then you have your stars and your butterflies. I love it. This is what I used to do all the time, and I just kind of stopped doing it. I'm just trying to get as much out of here as I possibly can. For what it's worth, I try anyway. It tends to go everywhere besides where I want it, but okay. And then we're gonna go like this. And I do that to fling it out the top so that way you don't get glitter all over you. And then I'll clean the outside, put my sticker on it, and then we shall name it. What do you guys think the name should be for that? Sticker, sticker, sticker. Boop, doop, 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 doop. All right, that is Lori's. Okay. Next up, we did Lori's. Now, what should we do? Oh, the purple and green, right? Oh shit, you wanted bubble glitter too. I forgot. Hold on. Hold your horses. Let's add some bubble glitter into this beautiful mix that we made. I'm just gonna pour it right on in. Cause yeah. Ooh. Ooh, that is really pretty. Alright, hold on. Okay, so you got some of that bubble glitter in there, if you can't see it, but it is in there. It is in there. Okay. I have hollow everywhere. Alright. Now, let's do glams. Okay. So, same thing. I'm just going to reuse this. So, what I'm going to do, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and we're going to clean the jar. Especially when I only have one jar. I guess I didn't really have to clean the jar because we're using purple, so it really didn't matter, but oh well. It's fine. Are you guys ready to see like what that would look like though with the iridescent black as a thing? All right. She wants a little bit of that. All right, let's do this. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab one, a two, ooh, a three. So, we're going to add this one. So, if it's going in and out, my apologies. True. It reset itself for some reason. Okay, were we adding black to this too, or was it just purple and green? I don't remember. Okay, we're gonna go a one and a two, two, and then going to add this one. One, two. Were we adding black to that? Y'all gotta help me. I don't remember. I don't remember if I was adding white to that or not. But I know Cola said blue. Let's put our purple in. Let's put our dark, beautiful, gorgeous purple. I didn't think so either, but okay, let's see if we like that. Let's get our hollow in there. We're going to add our silver hollow in here. This is our reflective. Tell me that is not, like, it is wild. Look how reflective that is. Like, ugh. And were we putting butterflies in there? I don't remember. I really don't remember if we was adding butterflies or not. Okay, let's see what we got. Ooh. Okay, shoot. Okay, Miss Green and Purple, come through. Oh, that is actually really pretty. No joke. That is really pretty. I know it's like Halloween, but you can use it for anything, to be honest with you. I feel like I need more like green. Yeah. I know. I'm sorry. Maybe we'll go heavy on the green and not so much purple. How about that? How about that one? Okay, there we go. I'm half tempted to put some of that clear rainbow one in here, just to give it a little bit more of that, like, substance to the colors. This one. I feel like it's gonna give it a little bit more range. Oh, shit. Damn near just took all of it out. It all fell right there in front of me. I don't know, you think we need white to counter react here, or you think it's good just like that? Let's base it in this clear hollow. And then so that way she has clear hollow in this one. So that way the colors don't overeat each other. And there's some type of clear in there. Okay. Is that all she wanted in that one? I know. It's crazy. She wanted a little bit of that yellow. We got that, right? Yep, we got that. And then she wanted the green and the purple, right? And that was it, right? I think that's all she wanted, right? Oh, shitballs Batman. See what I do? I feel like there's not enough in there, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to fill that up completely. And we're just going to add. So I'm going to go ahead and add just some simple stuff in there. Do we want shapes in there? I would put these because they match the stars in there. What do you guys think? The stars or the hearts? Or we could do a little bit of everything but green and purple. What do you think? You want to add these? I do have confetti. There's already the light purple and light green confetti in there, but there's no shapes. Do we want to? Well, yeah, I know they're the wrong colors. I was going to pick out the green and the purple, but I was going to give it like flowers and shapes and all that in there. You know what I mean? Like if we just took tweezers and picked out the purple and the green. Do we want to use all of the butterflies, the hearts, the flowers, and the stars? Or a little bit of everything? It's going to be a... So we'll just add a little bit of everything, and then that way there's at least something in there. Now, is this a little bit on the hard side? Somewhat, kind of, yes, but we shall do it, everybody. Oh, hell. I cannot thank you guys enough for being here. I know we aren't doing nails at this current moment in time, but I feel like it's okay. All right. We're going to add a few more green. A few more green. Don't go in there. There's another purple. Ooh! Hi, glitter rain! Stars, butterflies. Extra love and care with taking the time. I know, right? For you guys, I'll do anything. Because I just want you guys to smile, so I feel like if I just... Is that green? That is green. That is green. Most people wouldn't do this, but I don't care. We gotta put like all shapes and sizes in there. I feel like it's only fair. I'll put with fire. And you can always turn this on in the background. And can you all hear me? Okay, I just want to make sure my shit's working. Is it hard to pick them up? Absolutely. Can I do it? Yeah. Kind of got to go at an angle though. Woo! Well, that worked. If you ever have a hard time, pour some of them out on whatever paper towel you're using. And as long as you don't touch them with your fingers and stuff, you'll be fine. As long as you don't touch them with your fingers. You know? Okay. Alright, let's do this. Let's put our stars in. So this one's going to have a little bit of everything here. I'm going to do the stars. So we need some green. Ooh, almost got that orange one stuck in there. Look, it's going to look so cool. Here's one. Okay. Let's get a couple more of these little stars just so we can have some more green. Oh shit, that's a lot. Oh my Atlanta. Hey, at least you know. Cause like I think when I'm doing stuff like this, I have made custom glitters and stuff for 5 years. This is what I started doing when I first started my channel. No joke. And everybody loved it at first. People really did love it, and it became a thing, and we did it every Sunday, and it was really fun. Boop. All right, let's go ahead and get the butterflies in there, and that should be good. Oh, you're okay. My head wobbles. What the hell does that mean? Yeah, because I feel like if you can see them in there, you'll know, like, dude, if you don't like butterflies, well, there's stars in there. If you don't like stars, there's other stuff in there. You know what I mean? So if we just have, like, a little bit of everything, you can't go wrong, right? And let's see. I'm gonna grab a little bit more green. I say green. Ooh! No blue needs to go in there. But I say green and I see purple and I'm like, yay! This is what we decided, Glam. Sorry, we decided without you. Okay, don't put that over there. Okay, I don't want to touch them with my glove. I just... Okay. Ah! I do that every time. Okay. I wanted the big ones in there, like the big stars, because I feel like you can really use those on your nail. I really feel like you can use these, like, pretty well, even though you have nubs. I feel like, oh shit, balls, Batman. I feel like you can use these pretty well on your nails. But yeah, shout out to everybody who took the time and, you know, watched the live, was at the live last time. And congratulations to the two ladies. Appreciate you guys. And thank you guys for being here too. It really does mean so much when we do this. Like, because I went through and made sure like everybody was like following me, was actually subscribed and stuff, which I know a lot of you are and have been for a really long time, but it made me realize that there's quite a few people that I thought were like following me and like whatever. No, ma'am. That is a negative. But it's okay. Because it just kind of opened my eyes a lot to what I didn't even think was something that I would even think about. But I just want some of these hearts. I mean, you think one thing, you don't think about it really too often, and then you go look and it's like, whoa, I didn't even realize, bro. I'm like, okay, shoot. I'm very thankful for the ones that are here and the ones that watch and the ones that help me create, and even the silent watchers, obviously. Oh my goodness. Get in my belly. Okay, that's good. Okay. Okay. Now let's put it in our bag. I have to do this tonight. I have been given loads of acrylic powders. Yay! The Ellison Live is Saturday, right? Ooh. That is pretty with that hollow in there. And then you have the matte glitters in there as well. Oh yeah, okay. Okay, shoot. Next, after we do this, we are making the acrylic powder. Are you guys ready to make the acrylic powder? Okay, there she is. This is our green and purple rainbow hollow with stars, and look, you can even see like the hollow green and the silver and the purple. Okay. Clean that top part out. Okay. This one's Lori's. This one is pink, purple, and teal. It's really, really beautiful. This one is the one for Glam. And then Glam also got this yellow. And then she also got this one. So this is what Glam has won. And this goes in Lori's box. So those are our glitters. Okay. Now that we got all that, I need to keep my stars out. And we need to keep this guy and our rainbow and our glow in the dark and our iridescent and our silver hollow and our white hollow. Okay, I'm going to just throw everything in this box basically and get out everything that we need. However, I need to put a different sheet down because all this glitter is not like our friend here at this moment. Okay. Now, one thing I will do is I'll disinfect these. So I'll set that up in my thing. Put that away. And I always disinfect all my stuff because you just gotta. You just gotta, everybody. You just gotta. Okay. So here is this. Put these in here. There's our stars. And we have black, the little tiny black one. What the hell did I do with the little tiny black that we used? Okay, so we use these as well. We use the small hollow reflective. Okay, I gotta get my black reflective. I got this one, but I need the other one. The other small one. Okay. And okay, got that. Here's our spoon. Here's there's that spoon. And I always like I can hear you now. Stupid Mike. Hate it. Ugh. Okay. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this guy. Like so. And I'm going to fold him up because I'm going to put my loose glitter into the other pot that I have. I have a big pot that like all my loose glitter that's on my napkins go into. So all I do is I just go like this. But it's in my bedroom because I haven't used it in quite a while. So I gotta go, don't come out. Okay, so this guy goes here. Okay, everybody. Okay. What do we need? Oh, yeah. Something underneath. Alright, we are going to swatch our black. Alright, nice and clean, baby. Alright, so we have our clear. This is Sugar's Clear. And I'm actually only going to use one of these now to swatch it. We have swatch sticks as well. So let's freaking do this. Everybody ready? Shout out to the 10 of you still in here. Is that your 5 doll hairs, Mike? Sure is. Sure is. He said it was gonna. I did. I told you. It only stays good for like a little bit, man. It's freaking stupid. It's cool because it works, but at the end of and it sounds really nice and crispy, but at the end of the day, it's like, ugh. Alright. Everybody, I am going to show you how to mix your own glitter acrylics at home. Okay? And do it right. I'm going to show you how to do it right. And I'm going to show you exactly what to do in case something happens and you have too much versus not enough. And I'm going to show you the brush. And I'm also going to... What else do I want to do? I want to make sure I do this right because I want to make sure you guys can actually follow along to a point where I can clip this and just make it its own video. But I'm going to do an in-depth one, so, okay. Jar. I got a bunch of pink glitter on there. I want pink in there. I got pink. Okay, I think we're good. Alright, hold up, everybody. Hold up. Alright, so we have this and this and this. We have this to clean the outside rim. Alright, let's get out all of our colors here. So we have them. This will go over there. We have this guy. This guy. This guy. Okay, so we have our iridescent here. We have this guy. Rainbow. This guy that I didn't put in there. And this guy, but I'm not 100% sure. Maybe. We'll see. We have our thick black chrome like isolated stars. We have our glow in the dark. And I think that may be it. I think that's all we used, guys. Isn't that all we used? Yeah. We have our big stars, little stars, iridescent ones. This one, that one, that one. Okay. Okay, let's do this. Let me move this. Oh, shit balls back, man. Sorry, guys. I smacked you in the face. 2-hour mic, that's right. This is freaking right, dude. I love you guys. Okay, is it bright enough in here for one? Can you guys see really, really good? Like, does it look good to where you guys can actually see really, really well? One thing though, so all of these, this is what we're basing this off of, is this guy here. And this guy here already has moons, stars, big stars, small stars, all the things, right? Oh no, look. I got a freaking teal one in there. How the hell that happened? Anyway, there's a teal in there. But, so this is basically the main component of our stuff, okay? But before you start adding any glitter at all, the first thing she's going to tell you to do is add your freaking clear acrylic first. First step is safety first. Gloves, mask up. I'm not going to mask up. I'm fine right now. But put your gloves on, everybody. Get your spoon. Get everything set up and set out before you even start. Okay? Because if you're trying to do this and you want to do it right without having to worry about everything, you want to actually make sure that everything is right in front of you. You're not going to miss anything. You're not going to spill anything. It's all right here in front of you. So you can just grab it, use it, put it away as you go. Does that make sense? That's what I do anyway. You don't have to do that, but safety first. Always wear gloves when you're working with acrylic, guys, especially when you're mixing glitter acrylics, glitter powders, all the things. Now you can put shimmer in here, which will make it a shimmer glitter mix, which is a totally different mix than just glitter. Now, we're going to be putting glow glitter in it, so I'm not going to add any glow powder because we want those glitters to actually glow in between. You know what I mean? So, yeah. But it's not going to take us long to do this at all, but I do have to pee, okay? I'm sorry, TMI, I know, but your girl's got to pee. So please don't go anywhere. I kind of wish more people were in here, and I don't know why YouTube didn't send this out, but whatever, it is what it is. We are going to go have fun with all of this, my ladies and gents, but is it okay if I go to the bathroom, please? And thanks. What am I doing? Oh, yeah, going to the bathroom. So, I'm going to turn this up so that way we have it, and then that way... What the hell? Alright, hold up, y'all. I'm going to turn this up. I didn't know Katie was live. What the hell? It's fine. Okay. How do I get the... There we go. Got it back up. Yes. So grab your coffee, grab your drink, anything else. I put the music up so you guys can actually hear it. Hopefully it's not too loud, but I gotta go. Don't go anywhere, guys. Alright, I'm back. Alright. Let's do this. Aw, thanks, babe. Alright, let me turn this down though, so that way it's not so freaking low. Okay. We are back. Everybody leave? Hopefully not. Alright. Okay, first things first, everybody. All of my glitters are custom. They are cosmetic grade non-soluble glitters. That is what they are. That is what they must be. I'm giving you the tea in this. You can buy glitters. You can buy glitters from anywhere. These are pretty good, and these little things, I haven't had them the color come off of these types, so that's pretty good in terms of like getting stuff like this. Some are bad, some are not. It's kind of like a mix with these types of glitters. But thanks, Hunter, my love. But the more glitters you get, make sure if you're getting them off Amazon, if you're getting them off anywhere, you look in the description box and it says non-toxic, it says cruelty-free, and it needs to say these two main things, okay? Cosmetic grade and non-soluble. Non-soluble means that when it hits, the monomer hits it, it is not going to strip any of the color off of it. So, because the monomer is pretty strong, so you want non-soluble glitters. It doesn't matter what type, it needs to be non-soluble. Now, the reflective glitters are different because they are made from almost like a type of a glass component. So it's a little bit different with your reflective glitters than like, say, your butterflies or these, but I've already used these, and these are cosmetic grade, so we're good on those. Nothing really melts it depending on craft glitter. Now, some craft glitter can get melted by the monomer, it just depends. So it will bleed that color out, and then it'll mess up your nail sometimes depending on the color and the glitter. So always keep that in mind. You want non-soluble and you want cosmetic grade glitters, and you always want non-toxic and you want non-toxic non-soluble shimmers, pigments, and all of cosmetic grade pigments always. Unless you're just making them for yourselves and you're not giving them to anybody or you're not selling them to anybody, then you use whatever you want. But if you want it to last long, over more than a year, you always want to make sure you use cosmetic grade in everything that you purchase, from shimmers to glitters to pigments, all of that type of deal, okay? And you can purchase glitters from Larissi. Larissi has the best glitters, the non-soluble glitters. You can purchase Larissi on Amazon too, but they don't really have a lot. They have big tubs, but it's just shimmer and it's not that great. Go to the Larissi website. My bestie turned me on to that. But yeah, and you can go to the companies on IG as well. Just make sure you ask them if they are cosmetic grade and non-soluble, because you'll know right away if it is or not. You know what I mean? So you'll know right away if whatever glitter you bought from said person, if they lied to you, or maybe they didn't just want to tell you. You know, you'll be able to tell, because it will take all of it off if it's not good glitter, just so you know. Okay, but I'm not saying you can't use craft glitter. You can absolutely use craft glitter if you want to. That's up to you guys. Alright, here we go. Ready? So what we're going to do is we're going to push all this out of the way. I'm going to make sure you guys can see good. So I'm going to bring you down a little bit so you can actually see what I'm doing here. Alright, in my clear, and you want to make sure that your acrylic needs to be like EMA acrylic. No MMA acrylic, no EMA acrylic, or no MMA, but it has to be EMA acrylic, non-toxic, cosmetic grade acrylic. Not no dental shit either. So you really have to read your descriptions, especially on Amazon, you guys. If you buy anything on Amazon, read the description, because just because it says whatever on the label doesn't mean that that's what it actually is. So it's a lot of hit and miss on Amazon. I don't use Savvyland. I don't use Model 1s. I don't use any type of that type of acrylic because I'm super sensitive. So I always buy acrylic that's universal, because you want an acrylic that's clear, good, non-yellowing, and you don't want a bunch of bubbles. And you also want to make sure that that acrylic is also going to be universal, especially if you're going to be sending it out or giving it away or anything like that. You want to make sure that most monomers will be able to be used with it. So just keep that in mind. You don't have to do that. That's just what I do. Okay? Just because I send these out, give them away, all that, and I had my own business and stuff. I don't have any more of my clear, like my, that I had from my shop. It's all gone, and the manufacturer's gone as well. So I've been looking for new clear acrylic, but for the most part, you can use Young Nails. They have American Nails, Young Nails. Anybody that sells the big jars like this, like Not Polished does too, you could use those to mess around to create your own. But if you want to get into the big leagues, you gotta find a vendor, and that is fucking hard, especially now. If you've already had one, that's different, but so going through all that is insane. Oh, I missed what you did. You do with the glitter on the table. Oh, the stuff that was on my white thingy, I save it and put it in my little jar. Well, my jar's in my bedroom at the moment because I haven't had to do that in such a long time. Is that what you mean? Okay, so in my little jar, I have a teaspoon. I have half of a tablespoon. And so what I like to do is I'm going to take, and we're going to go 1, 2, boop, and I have 20-gram jars. I love 20-gram jars. They are perfect. They don't leak. At least mine don't. And they are double-lined acrylic jars. Absolutely love them. They are my favorite jars in the world. I won't use anything else because they're perfect. I will go all the way, with my acrylic, I'll go all the way up to that rim that's in the secondary part here. We're going to go like this. I'm going to tap it. So we are right up to that rim right here. This big old lip right here. Okay? So not only does that give you enough room for your glitters, but you have more. The key is more acrylic than glitter, everybody. Okay? That is the key. I'm telling you the tea right now to getting the perfect glitter acrylic. This is how you do it. I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking. You need to actually leave room for everything that you're going to be putting in here, right? So that's why you're not going to be using such a lot of anything. And you also, if you're using pigments, need to make sure that if you're using pigments or anything like that, you only do 2 instead of 3. So you're only going to do 2 full scoops, and then if you need to add more, you can. So I'm going to take this, because this is the, like, base of our actual glitter, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my big spoon here, and what I like to do is I will go like this, and I will spread all the way around that top rim, just to see how much I got. Okay, so this is going to be the base of our glitter. Okay, so this is what you do. If you think you need a little bit more, a little bit goes a long way when you're using stuff like this, okay? This is going to be the base of our glitter, so you're going to see more of this type of glitter than the other glitter. Got it? Alright, so what you want to do is you want to take and you want to do anything that is not... So I'm going to go ahead and put one little thing of this in. So I'm going to use this guy. Okay, you can get these at Hobby Lobby, you can get these on Amazon. They're perfect. I'm going to use a half a scoop of this, because a lot of this goes a long way, and whenever you need it to come off your spoon, just doot 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 doot. Excuse me. Yes, you want to see, the goal is you want to see more acrylic powder over the glitter when you get done with it. I'll show you what I mean. Because if you see more glitter and it's all jam-packed on top, you don't have enough acrylic and you have way too much glitter. Alright, let's get our stars in first. Okay, so typically, if I'm making something for you, I'm not going to pinch this out of here. I'm going to use a spoon. But because this is made for me, I'm not really worried about that. So I'm going to do 1 pinch of that. I kind of got it down to a science. I'm going to do 1 pinch of this. And maybe just a tiny bit more of that. Okay. We're going to do our black stars. And these are super tiny, but we need them. So we're going to go, and I like to kind of just spread it out. Like so. And then we're going to take our tiny little black glitter. And we're going to take this and we're just going to add a little bit. Like I said, a little bit goes a long way, especially when you have smaller jars, guys. And then you can always add, but you can never take away. So always keep that in mind. You can always add, but you can never take away. Got it? Okay. So then I'm going to take my stars. We're going to throw some of these bigger black stars. But you don't want too much of these big, thick ones, because a lot of the times you can't get them to stay on the nail. And if you're trying to pick up a bead that has like these bigger glitters in it, if there's too much jam-packed glitter like this on top, you know what I mean? Then you're not going to be able to pick up the right amount of acrylic with your glitter. Does that make sense? So you want to make sure you're able to pick up enough of that. Enough of the acrylic with that glitter. Does that make sense? Okay, so I'm going to level this out again. So I still have a good amount of room on the side here. See that? I still have a good amount of room. It's not all the way up to the top or anything like that. So this is where you can add in all of your extra stuff as well. So right now you can either stir it and shake it now, just kind of see where you're at. But I kind of know where I'm going, so let's go ahead and add our reflective. Just a little bit of this reflective goes a long freaking way, and I promise you that. You do not need a lot of this reflective, okay? We already have hollow reflective in there, and now we have regular reflective in there, so you just need a tiny bit. And I don't think I'm gonna need this, but at the same time, I kind of want some. Alright. Let me just do a tiny bit of like the small. Trying to get like the small corner glitter. We'll just add a little bit of that guy. Just a little bit because they are kind of thick. Because they're matte hollow. Okay. And then I'm going to see if I want to add a little bit of these. Now, the stars might make up for what we want, but... Alright, I'm going to go ahead and just... I'm going to go around like this. And this is how I know it's all going to get mixed in really nice and well. We're just going to go around like this. Now, you guys don't have to do this. I just choose to do this. In case if you have too much in your glitter and your powders all the way up to the freaking top of this rim, go like this and just turn it with this, with your spoon. And you'll be able to get it without. So we're just going to go around that outside part to really get that acrylic up inside there. Into that glitter that we put on top. Now what I'd like to do is I think I'm going to actually add a little bit more of my iridescent. Because that is our main focal point of this type of glitter. Acrylic, if you will. But I really want to make sure I'm getting that nice. See? How you can see more acrylic than glitter. It's a little hard because it's white on white, but what was I going to do? Oh, yeah. So I'm going to take a little bit more of my iridescent here. Just go little by little, guys. It's probably one of the... Now, like I said, this is going to be our base. So I'm just going to throw this around that outside part. And because I know I'm going to need a little bit more powder, it's not fully mixed all the way, but I know I'm going to need more powder. So I'm just going to take this and we're going to... I like to make sure that the glitter is covered, and once the glitter is covered, I know I'm solid. I'm not going to have to add anything to this, because I'm telling you the glitter is going to be perfect. Alright, let me do this. So you can either put your cap on now, or do what I just did, and just kind of soak that down into the middle, because if you're not shaking it very well, you're not giving your glitter acrylics much of a chance. You hear what I mean? If you're not shaking it super, super well, you're not giving your glitter acrylics or even just your regular shimmer acrylics a chance. Because after a while, they do settle. So if you just do it a little bit, it's not really going to be like right here. You see, I still have white in certain places. So we're going to really shake the shit out of it. Some people just go like this, real lightly. They just do this, and then they take the cap off, and they're like, oh my god. No, shake the shit out of your jars, people. Okay? Shake, shake, shake. Whether it's a 10 gram, a 5 gram, a 20 gram, a 1 ounce, 2 ounce, it doesn't freaking matter, y'all. You want it to be perfectly stirred. Always. And if you leave a little bit of room in there, you can roll it around like this, and it'll also get that glitter nice. And so I'll shake it like this really, really hard, like this, because when I hit it, like, you know what I mean, you hit it like this, and then hit it like this, and then I shake it really, really hard. Oh yeah, it's perfect, dude. Look, perfect. Look at that, evenly distributed. You see? Evenly distributed. It's probably boring, but... Now, I'm going to pound on the top of this here. Boop. Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, yeah. I'm going to move this. Oh, yeah, dude. That is perfect. Nice. Because a lot of times if you use too big of glitters, I see a lot of people use a lot of them giant glitters. There's so much in there you can't even move. You can't even do a freaking bead because you're not picking up enough clear, you know what I mean? So now what I like to do, gonna brush this back in here. This is just stuff that's on the rim. And then we're gonna take this and we're gonna get this off. This is what I do with every single jar of mine. Alright. And I'm going to swatch it first to see if I want to add some of these in there. And to see if we need anything else. So, let's go ahead and get our little bit of monomer. I'm using Young Nails. Okay. I'm a little shaky today for some reason. My lupus is kicking my butt today. But I refuse to back down. Alright. Now that we have our jar, I'm going to grab a swatchy stick that I forgot. And I hope that you guys are understanding what I mean. And if not, please, please, please ask questions, okay? I'm happy to help. Alright, so oh shit, I just literally all that just went out on my thing. Anyway, I have to have my freaking window open, but for the most part, I don't know what the hell they're doing out there, but hopefully it's not too loud. Alright, so I have a lot of glitter in here, and you saw me I didn't put that much in here. However, when you have a small jar like this, it looks like a lot, or it looks like you're not putting that much in there, but once you technically get done, it's actually a lot. Alright, so hopefully you guys can see. Now I'm going to take my smaller brush, which is this brush right here, which is my favorite brush, and I haven't found anything like it in such a long time. I haven't found a brush like it at all, you guys. And by the way, this little mat that I got is perfect for when you're doing acrylics. Alright, so here's another thing. I'm going to wet this guy, but when you guys are going to swatch, look at my brush. Most people will go like this. Swipe, 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 swipe. No. you're swiping everything out of your brush. But I have found that if you swipe the bottom like this, you then have to take your brush and turn it. But if you take your thing and you dab on this side, you don't have to twist it. You can just go into your powder. You see what I'm saying? Instead of having to do all that twisting and shaking and shit. No. Take it, tap right here on the outside. Then it pushes everything to the bottom of your brush. Right here. As you can see, this is flat. You can see this is beveled. Can you see that? This is beveled. Look, you're going to tap on this side facing you. Tap on this side facing you. So we're going to go like that. And you're going to tap it here. So that way you can use the bottom and it pushes all that to this side. So you can actually pick up a good bead. We're going to go 1, 2. Look at that. Now that one's a bit dry, but look. You see that? The reason why it did that is because all the glitter's on that back side of that bead. Right? So all that chunky glitter's on that back side of that bead. And that's why it did what it did. Now I'm going to show you how to counter react that. That's why I wanted to do this, just like I did. Because I want to show you how you can counter react having your glitter like that. Okay? We're going to take this. Look at all that glitter. See all that glitter on my brush? Now, I didn't pick up as much, right? So I'm able to maneuver it even though it's just jam-packed full of glitter. And you see it's jam-packed full of glitter, right? Like, it's freaking jam-packed full, but I could still use that bead. Now, you're not going to be able to walk that bead down. Not like you think you would be, because you have all that glitter in there. But there is enough of that clear that it's, you know, sticking to your swatch stick, right? So let's go all the way down. We're just gonna tap lightly. Boop. Because when you have a chunky glitter like this, we're gonna go 1, 2. When you have a chunky glitter like this, what you want to do is do not tap all of your stuff out of your bead. Alright, you kind of want a wetter bead when you're working with super chunky glitters like this. And then we're gonna pull it up and we're gonna blend that baby in to the bead that was previous. And then you're just going to pat it down however you want. But I'm going to pull it just so we can show you the glitter. And show you just how much glitter is inside here. It's bumpy, right? If you have the perfect mix of glitter to powder ratio, okay, it will not be bumpy and it'll glide on like you didn't put that much glitter in there. But it's still super chunky. Does that make sense? So we're going to just tap a little bit. Oh shit. Now that was super wet, but now if you know, want to keep doing this, I'm going to show you how to fix it in your jar, because technically it is perfect and it's fine and you can still use it. However, let's take this bigger one off. However, we are going to put more clear in there. We tapped it down, right? Looks great. But there is still quite a bit of chunky glitter in there. But I want more clear acrylic. I need more clear acrylic. This is really pretty. I like it a lot. It's very, very pretty. Now, once you get that first bead on there, you're going to see all the small stuff. And another thing that you can do, once you get it swatched, if you have a little area that's like this, take a bigger glitter, right? Stick your glitter on here, get it wet, and cover up any area. That just helps cover up certain areas that you have that maybe don't have any big ones in there. Just take your brush and do it and pick them out one by one, and then you can make it look even as hell without it even looking like you did anything, you know? And make sure you're cleaning your brush out always. I have glitter everywhere, so I'm going to have glitter in my brush regardless. But that is the swatch stick, right? So I really actually want a little bit more black into this. And so, hi Gabby! So all I'm going to do is take a tiny, tiny bit of these. They're not big, they're really small. And you want to make sure to also keep your jars away from your monomer, especially around your towel. So whatever towel that you have right here, keep your acrylics all the way up here away from your monomer and where you're brushing your brush, because it will eat your jars. And I don't like it when it looks like my jars are gross and whatever, because the monomer has ate through all my jars. I'm weird like that, but that's just me. Oh, shit balls, Batman. Ah! See what I mean? This is what I do. This is what I do. I get it everywhere because these little spoons just, you know, do what they do. But for the most part, it's perfect. But we need a little bit more to give us what we need. So I'm going to grab this and I'm going to just add a tiny bit on top. A tiny bit, you don't have to go and add a bunch. Just a tiny bit will give you the like most leeway, right? Tiny bit will give you the most leeway here. That should give us like exactly what we need for it to literally fall down the nail. Make sense? So what I'm going to do is do like I did last time. And I'm just going to make sure that I'm taking this so it's not stuck on the sides. And I'm getting it somewhat, you know, nicely freaking... Oh, yeah, I can feel the difference. You can also feel such a difference, you guys. Once you add it, it'll be a little bit stiff. If you don't have enough clear acrylic in there, because of the glitters, it will make it like stiff. Does that make sense? And so when it makes it stiff, once you add that extra clear in there, like even if it's to the top right here, take some out. It's fine. Put some on a whatever, like a stick, right? Like a swatch stick. And then that way you're getting some of that out of there. And then you can add more clear if you want, or you can keep it and put it somewhere else. Up to you guys. But you will be able to feel a difference and be able to tell a difference, not only in the jar when you're mixing it, but also on the swatch stick when you're laying it. Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. Hi. Now, you're not really going to see the payoff of this one until we get that top coat on there. But I'll show you something else that is great with swatching clear. To give your clears one of the best shots ever. And no joke, I'm like for real when I say that, because I have this way of doing stuff, and I was like going through so many clears because I was, you know, trying to find such a good clear again, and I figured out how to really not look at your clear, but I figured out how to really make it stand out and pop when you're using it. So that way you can tell if it has a lot of bubbles, no bubbles, yellow, whatever. But I'll show you how I do it. So I'm smacking my hand pretty hard. And to me, if you don't, you're not mixing it well. But I mean, that's just me, guys. You don't have to do everything I'm telling you to do. It's just 5 years of experience and learning and mixing so much, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's like shake, 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 shake my booty. Now, what I like to do is take this acrylic off of here when I'm doing this, though, because everything gets super duper, what do you want to call that? Freaking, oh my gosh, I have a kitty here. Freaking sandy, not sandy, but like acrylic everywhere, right? So I'm going to take this guy, and I'm just going to stick him in my trash can and just get most of that off. Because most of that is just powder, so. Now, a lot of the times, what you can do is you can also go over, like, your, I don't even remember what it's called, but, hi, J-Rom. Aw, thanks, J-Rob. I love you guys. Shout out to the Tony in here. Woohoo! I'm giving you the tea on how to make your own custom acrylics at home, as Nelly would say. But yeah, I went through all the steps. It was pretty fun, and I love to do it. But you can see all the glitter on the back. It looks really, really cool, and then the front is matte, which I always like. But that is our first swatch, and then once you swatch so many of them, you'll see the progression of your powder as well. You know what I mean? So we definitely don't need any more glitter. We got plenty of glitter in there. Like I said, don't need a lot, but you can do it around the rim like I did on the inside, and I fill it with all that acrylic, all that clear first, because that's really going to get you I try to do it a different way, and yeah, and then I always like to do this as well. this will get that, you know, stuck from the sides, and then you'll be able to maneuver it and all that kind of stuff. Oops, I got a star stuck. Alright, let's freaking do this. Swatch stick number 2. What'd you do? Oh, there it is. Set you guys there. Alright. I'm gonna tap. You can't even see. I'm gonna tap the edge real lightly, like boop. Now, if you put too much on there, like I just did on my swatch stick, it will eat through your swatch stick. So just a little bit on your swatch stick goes a long way too. We're gonna go 1, 2, and it all depends on how long. Let it set up, let it get nice and shiny. Whoop. Do you see the difference? Do you see the difference? Look, now we're going to be able to walk it down. Right? And us being able to walk it down is better than having so much glitter you can't maneuver it. Right? We're going to go right on top. And you want to make sure, I wanted to get a small but bigger bead. Look at that. Look at it flow down with all the glitters. Now we're still going to be able to take this and melt that bead up into the next bead. You know why? Because there is enough clear acrylic for the glitters that are in here. And you just keep going down the nail. Now you can maneuver them up too. If you want some up, you can actually maneuver it up to where you're pulling most of those glitters up more. You know what I mean? Just to kind of give you a little bit more of a chunkier look. We're going to go 1, 2. Go in the center here. 1, 2. They're going to let that get shiny before you put it on the swatch stick. Okay, we're going to grab our edges. Alright, now we're going to push this up into that bead we just placed. And we're going to melt this up. We're going to melt it up into that bead so where it's super, super flat. Really nice to work with. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to lightly pull and pat. Basically pull and pat that bead down. Fix my sides here. So all that chunky glitter stays in that center. And whether you can get it down the nail or not, it doesn't matter, you guys. As long as it's on the nail where you want it. Now, you will have to pay attention, right? You need to pay attention because sometimes big glitters can leave indents between your beads. So like this little moon right here kind of made a little indent right here where there's not a lot of clear. It's fine, but you can still work it if you need. Just keep it aligned in the center and you'll be okay. Promise. And then what you want to do is when you have stars like this, you want to make sure that they're not flopping, you know, sticking out the top of your bead. Because the more you do now, the less you got to do when you're clear capping. I hope that makes sense. A little black does make a difference, I'm telling you. Alright, so we're going to go again. Now this time we don't need a lot, right? I'm still going to go in the middle here. Because I want to get as much as I can, but we want a good amount of that acrylic powder with it, which you guys just seen. I picked it up with my corner of my brush. We have a moon here. Now, when you have a moon, right, or anything big, you don't want it at the end of your, let's just say your stiletto. You don't want it to hang off. You don't want any big glitters hanging off the end of a stiletto. Does that make sense? So you want to keep anything huge off this edge part. And then if there is something big, bring it back up the nail and just kind of bring some of that clear down with it. But if it's going to stick out like that, as long as it's part of the nail, it's not going to be so bad. But because this one is sticking out the side, it's a little bit too big for that bottom part. We're just going to keep pulling this down. And I'm going to take this moon, and I'm going to physically move it right there. And then I'm just going to take a little bit of clear. I'm going to take this big one off, but that way that clear gets the edge of your stiletto. Or, you know, that way it's not, you know, you're not having to fuss with anything. You have enough clear from top to bottom. You know what I'm saying? So it works really, really nice, and you'll be able to walk it down. So I started at the top with a really thin bead, just so that way you guys could actually see, like, oh shit, that is actually see-through, right? So that's why I wanted to do that, so you could see how much more thicker you can get down towards the end here. And that is how I do, that's how I do it, you guys. And then if you wanted more on the top here, I'm going to make sure that I take just a smaller bead where it's in the middle, where there's not so much thick glitters, right? And then we're going to take this and we're just going to lightly pull this down. And bring it back up. And then this guy is one of those glow-in-the-dark ones, and it's kind of bent, but that's okay. For the most part, looks pretty damn cool. Alright, guys. Now, this guy's going to stick up because for some reason that plastic piece is bent, but oh well, it's fine. But that is our swash stick. And you can see a complete difference here of how hard it was for it to go on, because it's still jam-packed at the top here as well. You know what I mean? You can really see how jam-packed it is compared to the top of this one, which is see-through, and then, you know what I mean? It was actually a workable bead. We could actually work that bead on there, and this one was still workable, but it was so much on there, you're going to have a bunch of pits where the glitters are, and you don't want that, because then you have to go back in and add more, and do this, and do that, right? So, that is just how I add it on, but let's just see if we can get a thicker, let's get a thicker one, shall we? Hi, Kenzie. Miss me? Well, I definitely miss you. Well, hello. So I hope that makes a difference, guys. Alright, so most of the time when you're coming over here, right, what you want to do is take this, and all you're doing is hyping this back into the middle so it's not out everywhere, right? By doing that, all your glitters sink to the center here, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get this wet, and getting this wet actually just kind of, once you lay that bead on there, it just kind of helps melt it a little bit better. Alright, let's go ahead and get us some good big beads. Okay, look, I have all that glitter in here, but it's still workable, right? I'm still able to patch it and pull it to the side of the nail that I need it to be at, right? Let's thin it out at the top here. Let's bring this back up, clean our brush, and then I'm going to pull this down, right? We have enough up there that I can pull this down, just like so. Look at that. We're going to go 1, 2. Let's go ahead and get some bigger beads here. I mean, beads with more glitter. But even with that glitter like that, look, it came right off my brush. So you're going to take it and you're going to pull. And what I like to do is if there's too many stars in one spot, like bigger glitters, I kind of like to move them around the nail, per se. And then we're going to melt that bead into that top bead. So you're going to push and pull. I push and pull. You don't have to do that, but I like to do that. So that way I get some clear over these thicker glitters that are on top. Because once you get that clear right up here on these, they won't go anywhere and you don't have to worry about pits. Because you can get pits into your glitter nail. However, it's not really going to matter because you're going to add clear to it because this is not a structured powder. A glitter powder is not a structured powder, guys. So don't think just because you made it with clear that you're going to have structure, because that is not at all. Because anytime you add glitter, excuse me, to a clear powder, yes, it's more of a strength powder, obviously, it's clear, it's the strongest that we have. However, once you add that glitter to it, the structure and the binding of the molecules that is inside of the clear is no longer like super strong. Strong, right? But once you add that glitter in there, it kind of weakens it. Not a lot, but enough. You know what I'm saying? So once it weakens it, you know, you have to add your strength on there with a... You have to now clear cap it, is what I mean. So I'm just going to pull this up a little bit here. And you see how this big one is on the corner here? You can either take that off, or you can either take it off, or you can try to pull it up the nail. I just take it off because there's really no point in fighting with it. Like, in terms of me, I like to make sure it's perfectly even at the bottom here. And then, your swatch stick is really nice, right? I have a few little divots from these bigger ones, but that's fine. That's not going to do or hurt anything at all. Say this was my nail. That's not bad at all. Now, my little freaking swatch stick is retarded and is bending downward for some reason, but for the most part, I like the structure of that, right? Now, if there's something missing, let's just say I want a certain type of glitter somewhere, right? I'm going to tap most of my liquid off my brush. I'm going to find whatever type of glitter, right? And I want to also grab a little bit more clear with these. But if there are places that you feel are just need more bigger glitters, all you got to do is just tap them out. Pick them up with the tippy corner of your brush. Tap it out. Make sure you get some clear with it, right? Because you don't need a lot. It doesn't have to be super soaking wet to do this. But I also want some clear with anything that I'm putting on the nail. Does that make sense? You need that clear for it to sit down into and for it to stick down into, right? So for right now, I'm going to take this guy. I'm going to get my brush wet and I'm going to grab some of this clear. And for the most part, I mean, most of your clear is going to be in the middle. But I kind of want some glow stars. So I'm going to add this guy. Take that there. And then I'm going to pull this down a little bit. I'm going to stick that guy up there. And then all you're going to do is you're going to pat that in. Now these glitters, these star glitters, are more of a clear plasticky glow glitter. And for some fucking reason, my edges are sticking up right here. So what you want to do is, if that happens, so that way you don't have to go through it or add a bunch of whatever, just take a little bit of clear and put underneath of that. So we're just going to shove that clear right up underneath there like so. That way it's not sticking up. I'm going to take this white one off. And I'm going to put that white one right there. There we go. Right? So the star is no longer sticking up. And I have that clear got up underneath where it was sticking up and out. So that clear has, you know, fully like come into that gap part. And now it's one. Now it's one. We don't have anything sticking up on the side here. or here or down here, and it's perfect. And then you can go and clear cap, and yeah. But I'm going to let that dry, and I'm going to show you guys what all three of them look like. So I'm going to see, okay, this one was my first, and somebody, okay, so this one was our first, this is our third, first, second, okay. There are those. Now, what do you guys think of the color? I really like the color a lot. I'm going to clean my brush. What ratio powder to glitter are you using? Well, we do about 75, I would say about 70% acrylic, 25% glitter. And I just kind of eyeball it depending on what we're doing. So, does that make sense, J. Rob? I don't, it just depends on what it is. Hi. Love you. Mm. Mm. They want to go to the monster trucks. But let me put the cap on this. But that is my whole little spiel of my powders, how I make them, and all of that, y'all. I'm going to move this. Ashley, watch this. Ooh, I love it. You're going to take it and clean this baby out like so. Boom. Nice and clean. Alright, I'm going to move these real quick. Roll this up. And then I'm going to take this guy off because we have powder on it. Take this, and then you put this in a Ziploc bag and take it straight out to your trash can, everybody. Say it with me. Take it to the trash can. Take it to the trash can. All the way outside. So here's what I do. Put it in a nice big Ziploc bag. If you can't take it to the trash right away, stick it in a nice sealed bag. Seal it up. I get a trash bag. Okay, we're gonna look in here. I get a trash bag. I put this in a trash bag that smells really good, and that helps mask the smell until I can get it in the trash for the next day. And that is how I do stuff, everybody. And it really does help with the smell, so it's not in your trash can right beside you. And I hope that makes sense, and I hope that helps. I really do hope that helps. Alrighty dighty. I'm going to grab my top coat. These should be about dry. Okay. Let me move this really quick. I'm going to use this as our backing here. That way you guys can kind of see what we're doing here. Now I don't remember which is which. This is the first one, but okay, this is the second. Okay, so first, second, third. Now, all I'm gonna do, I just want to make sure we do 1, 2, 3. So that way we can see a little bit of that difference. I'm gonna show you up close. Okay? Clean up as you go, if you can. Alright, let's grab some top coat, everybody. I'm just gonna grab... Has anybody had an issue with their top coats being in their drawer and then still get gloopy? You want to be a girl? Okay. I'm going to zoom y'all in so we can do this. Okay, so this is the first one that we did. This is super gem-packed full of glitter, and when you're swatching it, the reason why I swatch it on swatch sticks or a nail, like a nail tip, like a long nail tip, is so I can get the feel for the powder, and I can figure out how it's going swatching down the nail, if I can even get it down the nail, if it's too hard, if it's too not enough, or if I need to add some more. That is why I always swatch on swatch sticks, guys. So this is number 1. This is number 2. And what I did was I did it really light on top. And then I went down and got thicker and thicker with more glitter as I went down. Just to kind of show the placement there. But I left this like sticking up, corners sticking out and stuff. But this one, we don't have any gaps on the sides where our glitters are. We do have a bunch of glitters here, but there's no gaps in these glitters either. There are no gaps. Like, I'm talking like divots where the chunkier glitters, when you put them on, if you don't have enough clear, like I said, it'll make gaps in between there. You can get bubbles in there and everything else. This one's not quite done yet, but let's go ahead and I'm going to turn these off. Okay. Oh yeah, this is gonna look nuts in the thing. Now, I don't know if we got any glow stars on there, but yeah, it's gonna look fucking nuts. Alright, let's fucking do this. I'm gonna take my Zule's top coat. Oh my. Oh my god. Look at the freaking sparkle. That is what I see in person. Look at that sparkle. Ugh. This is like a goth. Like, this is the best goth iridescent black. And I think it even needs a little bit more black into it. But look at that. The sparkle is what I see inside, like, right now. Woo! It's so pretty. Okay. Number 2. But yeah, my Zule's is like, oh my god, look at that bubble. Look at the sparkle. Look at the reflection in that. This is crazy in person. Now, typically I would cap this, obviously, but I'm not doing that today. But we definitely need to make a set with these, don't you think? So here's this one. You can really see the difference in how thin the top is here. But I went all the way to the top, you know what I mean? And how more jam-packed it gets in the middle and then down towards that. So it's all about how you position it on there too. Shit. And then this one is the newest one. But yeah, my Zule's is looking like stringy. Look. I don't know why. It stays in my drawer. Oh yeah. That one is perfect. It's literally even all the way through. I don't have to worry about anything. Now, typically when you're using like thick, chunky glitters like this is ideal. This nail right here is your ideal. But if you're not using such chunky glitters and you're just using like small glitters, like these little black ones, you're using like a lot of those types of glitters, then you will be able to tell like how even your powder is compared to your clear, if that makes sense. So I'll have to do another one, so we'll do like a shimmer versus a chunky glitter, you know what I mean? So that way we can see the different types and stuff. But okay. Alrighty-dighty. I'll show you in the flash again with that, and then I'll put them in regular light and see what you guys think. Do you think we need more black? What do you think? No worries, Nana. Thank you. Hi, Ryan. And make sure you guys get a, an air purifier. You really want to make sure you get an air purifier, guys. I had fun doing that, though. I was excited for that. I was excited to pick the winners as well, so congratulations to the winners. Super, super happy and excited. Alright, we have 11 seconds. More black? Yeah, I think so too. I think I'm going to keep this one the way it is, right? And then I think what I'm going to do is make another one and use a little bit more black. So that way we can have something like super extra. You know what I mean? I mean, this is really pretty anyway. What do you guys think? Oh my god, we do have glow in the dark. I mean, it looks really, really cool. Especially if you put like, look at the like sparkle in that. There's reflective. That is the reflective hollow in it. And there's actual reflective in it too. So, I mean, going through, you know what I mean, both of them, I really like how I did it. Just like I said, you can put stars in places, certain places and stuff like that. But look, in person, it's like chameleon, purple, pink, blue with that iridescent shift in the black. This is what they look like up close, where they're jam-packed in. And then they are actually glow. So let's stick them in there. I'm going to turn my little light off. Boop. So we actually have our little glow stuff in there. And that's what she looks like that. So, I mean, for the most part, I don't mind it. I only put these in for like 5 seconds though. But they do glow for a long time in terms of that. But here's what they look like in this light. So you can see how chunky this one is. You see how chunky that one is? And then this one's a little bit more on the flat side. See that? It's a little bit more on the flatter side. I still have that little area right there. And then you have this one. Look how flat that one is. Except for right here, where I forgot to flatten it, but... So that is the difference of what they look like in regular lighting as well. So you can see a little bit more of that black without the flat. Ooh! Look at it in that lighting. Oh, this is what it looks like in real lighting, like what I'm looking at. But it also is super sparkly too. There you go. That is what it looks like. Isn't that crazy looking? You get like extra teal, and which is kind of crazy, but yeah. Very cool. We made, and but we need to make another one, but more black. So here's what we made today. And I gave you all the tea on how to make custom glitter acrylics at home to save money. You can use what you got at home right now, as long as it, you know. And you can still experiment with what you got at home as well. Throw it all in a jar, because you're not really going to know unless you try it, right? You don't have to have everything perfect right off the rip. Just try it, and then keep adding, keep mixing, keep whatever, and keep going until you get it to your liking, because my liking is different than your liking, right? So yeah, look at my floor though. So congratulations to Lori and Glam. I really appreciate everybody so freaking much. Like, yeah. So here are the glitters. These are Glam's glitters. This is Lori's glitter. One more time, look at that gorgeousness. Woo! And then Glam also has this one. Look, Glam's has a little bit more black in it. So I didn't actually add a lot of the little shimmer black, which I think would have made it definitely different looking. But those are Glam's, and that is what we made. That is what we made. Chat made this for Glam, guys. So, I love you so much, and I hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed doing it. I didn't think this was what I was going to do today, but I really hope you enjoyed it. Thank you guys for coming on this journey with me for all these years. And if you didn't win the giveaway, that's okay. There's going to be more. Lori, hit me up and send me your Addy. And thank you to all who went out for the giveaway as well. I really appreciate it. I hope you have an amazing, amazing weekend, guys. I'm going to go watch some monster trucks and take some family time. So make sure you guys kiss your family, tell them you love them, have some fun, and enjoy your weekend. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye! Toodaloo!